How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel today. So today we're kicking off My Hero Academia season 4. Well, we're finally here. We are now in the most recent season of My Hero, and it's been a roller coaster ride trying to catch up to everybody since, you know, kind of starting this series. And man, it's been a wild ride. So where we left off, we were introduced to a new villain called Overhaul, who's been kind of summoned by Shigiraki. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen there. What's going on with Stain, we still don't know. We found out about these work studies that these kids are going to be doing now, which hopefully we're going to get a little bit more information on. We've also been introduced to the big three, and mainly this guy called Mirio, who has the weirdest looking eyes, but it looks like, you know, because he's a senior, so he's I think like in year 3 or something. I don't know, but either way, we've got a lot going on. They've been building up a lot to what's going to happen in this season. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with All Might now as well, and Endeavor, of course, now being the #1. So I've got high hopes for this season. Just before we get into today's video, if you would like to see early access double episode versions of all the videos on my channel, my Patreon is live and down in the description below. We also have exclusive series, Discord server roles, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So you want to check that out, the link's down below. And lastly, my brand new anime manga podcast, Project Senpai, is now out. You can check that out at the link in the description. Also to the YouTube channel, we get you guys involved in the show. Not only is it an anime and manga based news show, but also we get your hottest, most spicy, controversial opinions, and we debate them live on the show. So if you wouldn't mind, go down to the description, click that link, hit that subscribe button. It means lots of boy, but it also means you guys can get involved. Now, I am fully expecting this to be another recap episode, but sometimes there are little bits and nuggets in there of some cool stuff. So I'm hoping that we're going to see at least something cool in there, and then of course we'll see how it goes. But I don't like skipping these episodes, because then the new series that I do on YouTube, it starts off at episode 2, would just be weird. I don't want to name it #1 when it's not really. So without further ado, we're just going to get straight into it. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. I never thought of it like that, actually, in terms of that the public would, you know, like probably watch like certain fights like we do, you know, like we'll go Deku and Bakugo versus All Might, you know, we'll type that into YouTube. They were actually searching All Might versus whatever as a real fight, and they're like, this is the last time you ever fought, man. Like, you could just imagine what a society like that would be, and you never really think of it like that. Yeah, see, there's another thing that we don't think about, you know, like the press, you know, how does the press convey it in that world, you know, like, do they do long pieces on the villains and go deep dives to the villains and then themselves become celebrities in a weird way, just as much as the heroes, you know, like it is, and then what public opinion is on it, like, do they talk about it on TV? Like, I know we've seen some bits of where they've talked about the heroes and stuff like that, but it's interesting when you think about that side of things. That's for Deku, you know, I think. Yeah. Oh, yes. Sir Night-Eye. You know, I'd like to think that we're going to find out a little bit more about this is Sir Night-Eye, you know, like if they've obviously gone their separate ways, why was that? I don't think that we have been told. We might have, and it might have just gone over my head, but I'd like to know a bit about, you know, All Might's history, you know, and some of these other heroes, you know, like Endeavor as well, when they were younger. I know that might be not something that everybody really gives a shit about, but I'd quite be interested to learn some stuff about that. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like. You know, considering all of the like bad media that the school have gotten over the last couple of months, to see something good and positive is only going to help. You know, it makes sense for them to want to have the newspaper come in. If, you know, someone, you know, with a camera crew or, you know, just cameras in general says, you know, just act like you normally would. No one really does. I mean, you could try, but you're never going to get that 100% authenticity. Never. Could you imagine that? Not anymore. Oh wow. Boom. Yeah. Oh, what a picture though. That must be kind of nuts to, you know, actually grow up, but seeing that, you know, the number one hero, you actually witness them save people, not just anyone, but your own family. That's crazy. You could never, I think if you saw someone rescue someone that you love from, you know, a possible death, then you could never not be grateful. You know, you would always feel strongly about them. Someone's got to step up. Oh, he went proper paparazzi style there, didn't he? Damn. Oh God. I quite like this guy. I feel like he's pretty honest. Yeah, I feel like, you know, this guy's just doing this out of, you know, a positive thing. You know, he doesn't mean bad, you know, kind of coming in as like a false pretense, and but he really just wants answers, because it's not like he just wants the scoop. Sure, he wants that, but at the same time, he, you know, he owes a lot to All Might, and he wants to know that hole that has been left will get filled by someone. I'm not laughing. Well, there you have it, the opening to season 4. You know, definitely not integral to the show, but it just kind of re-emphasizes where we are at the moment. You know, kind of lets us know what the situation is, the gravitas, is that how you say, the gravitas of Deku's responsibility, and the kind of the aim that we have to get him to be that person. You know, he's not the finished article yet, so we need to, you know, let him remember how big of a deal this is, and hopefully that will just inspire him and motivate him to keep getting to where he needs to be. Let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about recap or like kind of refresh episodes at the start of a season? Because I've always felt that, like, you know, if you wait months and months and months, or if not even years sometimes in between seasons, and you finally get that first episode and it's a kind of like a filler or recap episode, you're just like, ah. But let me know down in the comments, because sometimes it might actually help people out. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. But with that said, that is absolutely everything for this video. So guys, if you have enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up down below. It really, really does help the channel out. But until next time, I'll see you soon. Peace.